What difference does it make if the AI is ready?
Just pull up the notes.
I don't do.
So, could you tell me how has your character evolved over these 4 seasons?
Yeah, Dana has evolved, I think, just probably the most out of all the characters in the MQ universe, just because she's so drastically different from where we met her in season 1. Season 1, she was, finding her stride within the company and a little bit unsure where she belonged. And then now fast forward to season 4, she's not really questioning where she belongs. She's very clear on that and confident and just ultimately a go-getter and not afraid to be a straight shooter, to tell it how it is, to also just like speak what she wants, and which can kind of get a little bit messy at times, but she doesn't really shy away from the conflict within accomplishing those things that are a part of her goals. And so she's just like fully thriving in her boss mentality.
And Danny, for you, what has been your favorite part of working on the show as it's evolved through the seasons?
Ooh, that's a great question. First of all, it just feels like a gift that we get to keep making the show. It's season 4, and that to me feels really special. I think this group, this ensemble has evolved. We've seen each other through different phases in our lives, and the show has evolved with that. And I think that to me is something that I wouldn't have predicted early on when we first started filming this show. I knew Megan Gans from working with her on Community, so I was so excited to be able to collaborate with her again. But then to watch the show take on these different questions that are big regarding art and commerce, work and life, collaboration, and then to be able to film a show during quarantine, for instance, our quarantine episode, or have an episode like Everlight or Dark Quiet Death, just to see that our show can also go to these places that aren't necessarily places that I would have predicted for our workplace comedy. It feels actually really special. I think that blend, being able to stretch our universe and also have really good jokes and really good comedy in between these characters, that for me feels very special, and I feel like I've really appreciated that we've been able to keep doing that over the course of 4 seasons.
During the season, we see parodies of some video games, like Overcooked, for example. So, did you play the games before filming, or was your first time?
I mean, I play Overcooked in my personal life for sure, and let me just tell you, that is one chaotic game, but I love it. I love that game so much. It's so stressful. I'm a fan of Overcooked in any game that is on the Nintendo Switch.
I'm mostly watching my kids play video games now, and trying to study them for research purposes. If I had to play a game that to soothe me mentally, and that feels very warm, it's always Breath of the Wild, or a version of like that on the Switch. Zelda has always been my game throughout my life. So I'm always, that's the place where I keep coming back to, where I feel like I just want to live, I want to live somewhere in that universe.
In real life, would you like to play a game like Mythic Quest, and why?
Sure, why not? I don't know. Why? Because it seems to have a really big fan base, and I'm gonna just like follow the trend a little bit here. Yeah.
So too. There's dragons. I think there are heroes and there are villains. Like within all of us, there is a hero and a villain.
Yeah.
So it's a very Brad answer, but yeah, absolutely, I'd love to play it.